Hi, I'm Hilary Hahn, and I am going to introduce you to the anatomy of an interview. It's nothing risque. Just sometimes people ask a question that you really want to answer, and you don't have the best answer. Maybe there's something in the question that just does not explain itself, or maybe you're just trying too hard. So anyway, one of the questions that came up for the new album Silfra with Hauschka from the set that was posted on Facebook by people who were curious to have questions answered kind of made me stop and think a lot. And I wound up giving a long answer. And when I thought about it afterwards, it was actually a very simple answer. And the reason I spoke for so long is I didn't know how to get to the simple part until I'd spoken my way through it. So, having captured both versions, I thought that I would share some elements of the thought process that goes into answering a question with you. So, here goes. Here's the beginning of the first answer when I read the question and start to answer. Pablo asked another question, which is to both of us, asking if we perceive this collaboration as bold. And I would say, okay. Now, here is the part where I try to figure out how to say what it is I'm trying to say. In the grand scheme of things that are done within music, every day, I don't know if you're looking at it on, I don't know how I would quantify bold. I think maybe after the fact you realize something was different. Oh, I want to try this. This makes perfect sense and different from what I had imagined, in the sense that it was much more involved, more complex. There were more moving parts. There were more things to learn and more new experiences in it. It's more in retrospect that I could say maybe it seems. Only in the sense that it's the way the project took place, and it was, I think, I don't know what this is going to be. I don't know how people are going to, so it really isn't, I don't know, and a little bit, I wouldn't say that. Stop rambling! And here are the points that I made to try to illustrate myself finding the answer. There are a lot of people who work together all the time and try to find ways to create things together in a collaboration. And if you put this in that category, which for me it is, that's what it came out of, then it's actually the most natural thing in the musical world. I think maybe after the fact you realize something was different from what you intended or what you expected, and it became its own thing, almost on its own. And that's a great thing when that happens. The way we make music together is pretty different from what people are used to seeing me do. I have to say there have been many moments where I felt like this was a fantastic thing, and it just felt like the right thing to be doing at that time, and the work with Hauschka was really helping me to understand a different aspect of music that I hadn't had a chance to experience firsthand. When I recorded the Schoenberg Concerto, when I recorded the Ives Sonatas, anytime you record a piece of repertoire that's been recorded many times. In addition, so there are the experiences of working very closely in performance and preparation on pieces that are not well known, and there are the experiences in classical music of working on the pieces that are extremely well known. It's a great experience. I'm learning a lot. I'm trying things. I'm trying new ideas. I'm trying to respect the music. I appreciate what the composers wrote. And then I have the moments where I'm thinking, I don't know how this is coming across. I don't know if my interpretation is working. How am I going to figure out how to be effective in this piece? And I wonder how people will respond. So I would say that's pretty par for the course for anything that you put out there that you were involved in creatively, and I find that's often the case for a lot of musicians and artists and creative people. Perhaps other people have different definitions of the word, and they can reach their own conclusion from what I've just explained. And here's the short version, which is probably what I was trying to say all along. I guess if I really had to sum it up, I would say I'm excited about it, and it's fun for me. It was a big experiment, and you guys will have to tell me if you think it's bold. Not really something I can answer on my own. Thank you.